This is the Hard Mark Podcast, starring Erik Donaldson and Ryan Murphy.
Hello, everybody. Take two. They said we'd never make it. Here we are, episode 10. We did it, Ryan.
We did.
We did it. Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast.
Unless we skip episode 4, then we're actually at episode 9.
Everybody, a lot of anti-episode 4 talk. Do you need to adjust your...
No, I'm good. I just put my setup. I can tell it's pulling on your setup.
I mean, a little. It's straining a bit. Yeah,
it's at its limit.
Yeah, you're at the peak. But thank you, listenership. Thank you, Hardies, Markies, etc., for listening to our podcast via whatever method you have. We're pretty much everywhere. We're on iTunes. If there is a preferred method that you would like to take to listen to this program, just shoot us a tweet, shoot us a message on Facebook. Let us know, and I'm sure we can make that happen.
Is iTunes still a thing?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think certain people like to use iTunes for podcasting. You know how, are you an Apple guy?
No.
See, I'm not an Apple guy either, so I have no insight into that.
Greta is. I'm not. I don't. I must.
Greta uses I.
She does. She's a pod. She would probably be able to navigate me to this podcast quicker than I could. So.
Well, that's because you're the talent.
That's true.
You don't need to concern yourself with technical specs.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Not only is he the talent, he's also the maitre d' of Matt Drama. He is the soul skater himself, Ryan Murphy, the talent. I'm the host, Erik Donaldson. Welcome to episode 10 of the Hard Mark Podcast. Did you know, Ryan, actually, this is something I read. I'm not sure if this is vetted information, but this is just something I heard, and I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. Did you know that apparently most podcasts do not make it beyond episode 7 on average?
I would be curious. I would be like... I just like, what kind of podcast? Like, does everyone pick up a podcast like this?
What do you mean?
Like, just you do, like, I mean, this is a wrestling podcast. This is so do people just, two people kind of come in and start to do a podcast? And
I mean, sometimes,
do they put it on air? Like, we haven't done anything, I don't think, on, how was I?
Say what you're saying. Just make your point.
I'm just saying, we've done 10 and we have no idea what the response is.
We're breaking some episodes up.
Yeah,
it's true. I'm trying to keep the illusion of some level of.
You can cut this out, Erik. I'm making.
You don't care. But I mean, there's probably no real rhyme or reason to the formatting of most podcasts. If I had to guess, it's probably not all podcasts are going to be like a Joe Rogan type of listenership, right? There's all sorts of dudes who are just in their basement who start up their own podcast.
Just like this.
Exactly.
Just
a grassroots movement.
Absolutely. Good. Are we asking for donations as well?
I mean, we haven't gotten to that point just yet.
Okay.
I mean, merchandise is still, I think I've already got a list of some ideas of various Hard Mark merchandise. But
am I supposed to get my merchandise today?
What do you think that bag on the table is?
It's not even wrapped.
It's wrapped in the packaging that it shipped in. It's not a gift.
Why? You brought it from Japan.
I did not.
You ordered it from Japan.
Oh my God. We're going to talk about the package and just, we're going to talk about the package in just a little bit.
I've left that in any more of a less gift-like way.
10 episodes in, you still don't understand that this is an audio medium. No one else can see this package. We're going to talk about the package later in the episode. But to answer your question before, I think a lot of podcasts are just a guy riffing on a particular subject. And like in a lot of cases, it's probably not even a particular subject. It's just whatever happens to spring to mind. And so...
Is there any good ones like that? Like any good just kind of ranting, like just a guy in his basement just ranting about stuff that I should...
Probably.
But you don't know.
I spend most of my time of research on this show with wrestling stuff, less than podcast stuff. So I'll leave the podcast recommendations for another time. So I do listen to some, but not as many as I maybe should. I'll just say that.
But episode 7's a cutoff.
Episode 7's the point where a lot of them don't make it beyond. They just either just kind of get bored or they quit or something happens. But we've made it. We've made it past that threshold. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you ever think a year ago that if someone said, "Hey, Ryan, you're going to be on a podcast,"
I think I told you my feelings about about podcasts in general. well before a year ago.
Okay.
You had like equipment from a guy at work, and you're like, you're gonna like, you should do this podcast. Absolutely not. There's no. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Well, I don't know why I started. Now I know why. I guess I'm here, but like,
I don't. Well, yeah.
Why did I start?
I don't know why you agreed to it. I don't know why you've continued to come.
I don't either.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's better for the sake of the show that we don't evaluate these questions.
That's true.
I don't want to talk you out of it.
Yeah,
don't do that.
It's a new mic. I was getting so familiar. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'll get used to it.
I'll just say for episode 10, I don't think I've ever, maybe for episode 1, I was equally as excited, but I am so excited for this episode. This is going to be so good. We have so much content to get through. Now, before we get to the actual purpose of this podcast, which if you're just now joining us, if this is the first time that you listen to us, here's the purpose of this podcast. I know a fair amount about wrestling. Ryan historically knows very little about wrestling. And so this is an experience where a first-time viewer and a long-time viewer are coming together to educate one another on pro wrestling. So Ryan will ask questions that someone who's not familiar with this medium would ask, and then I'll, to the best of my abilities, answer his questions.
So that in a very nice way, I feel. So
I'm a very gracious host.
Thanks.
I'm a talented and gracious host.
Yeah, there you go.
So before we get into that, as Ryan was asking me as he arrived, so again, not a visual medium, but I am currently with a bandage, a very large bandage on the side of my face. So I figured we'll just clear the air. We'll explain why. So that way, if you're staring at it throughout the next hour and a half, you'll at least know what's going on.
Well, you sent me a picture of it last, so I had time to prepare and take it in.
Right.
I was expecting this.
So I took a picture of my bandaged face. I actually do have pictures of the pre-bandage, the condition.
It looked like 50 Cent.
What was with 50? What's with 50 Cent?
Bullet through the face.
Oh, is that what happened to 50 Cent?
Yeah, he got shot. Like,
I knew he got shot. I didn't realize he got shot in the face.
I believe he got shot in the face.
Okay. We'll just say that he did.
Yeah.
Are you on this right now?
I'll double check, but go ahead. Just to confirm, I would never want to spew incorrect information.
Sure. Yeah. We don't want to be liable for any intel. But so essentially what happened to me, and I don't know the official medical term of it. I guess a cyst would probably be the most accurate term, but it was basically a very large bump that started growing in the center of my jawline near my ear. And I've actually had a very small bump in this exact same spot for probably the past 5 years.
Were you worried? Were you concerned that it was something else before you found out it was a cyst, or do you know it was?
No, I'll just give you the backstory. So I was attending, or actually I was actually officiating a friend of mine's wedding in Mexico. And on the way back, I remember I had this itchy bump that showed up in the middle of my beard. And it was weird because it itched. So I figured it was a mosquito bite. And then I noticed all the hair fell out. So it was just one bald spot in the middle of my beard. So I had to grow my beard out a little bit more to cover it up. And
some of us have that option. Others may not.
You'll get there. Just keep eating your protein. So I tried to get it taken care of back when it first showed up. In between the time that I had my consultation and the follow-up appointment where they were actually going to do the work to get rid of the thing, it went away. But it was still there. I could feel it. It was like a really, really tiny bump, and I was trying to convince him, no, you should do something.
Was it a dermatologist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This was a dermatologist, and then I didn't really think anything of it. It was there. I could feel it, but it wasn't really doing anything. So it's okay, whatever. I'll just live with whatever is going on here. And then again, 5 years later, fast forward to this past week or so, it blew up into it looked like a child's nose.
Yeah, you described it as a fetus growing on your face.
It was gigantic.
Yeah.
So we're looking right at one another.
Yeah.
Right? I have pretty prominent earlobes. You can see my lobe kind of sticking out from the side of my face. This bump was equal to where my lobe was. If you're looking at me,
that's
it was
crazy.
Obstructing your lobe.
Which is that's unfortunate.
Do you want
with the gray lobes? I don't.
Squeamish.
I am a little squeamish. I am, to be honest.
Sure. Well, I'm not going to push it on you.
I'm not sure. I kind of do, but I'm unsure. Yeah. Let me sort through my emotions of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marinate.
I will.
So I basically had, and I know these are huge, Dr. Pimple Popper. Are you a big Dr. Pimple Popper guy? I know some people that are.
So, like, are you talking about like the people who love like popping?
People who love watching videos of
That's like it's like a subreddit or like peeling, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's fucking disgusting.
So I mean, Dr. Pimple Popper has a TV show now.
Oh, sweet!
Like she's made it. Like this is an official person, Dr. Pimple
She
Popper.
a doctor?
Yeah, I mean, she's probably a dermatologist, but I mean, that's a doctor, right? Although that is a point that I wanted to make while we're discussing this topic. I am sure, and I'm not, if there's any dermatologists listening right now, I'm not disparaging your chosen profession.
A little bit, though, when you said, well, dermatologists are doctors.
Everything you say before but doesn't really count. So I'm not disparaging your profession. I'm sure that dermatologists do a lot of really technical, advanced things that they need to have a fair amount of medical knowledge for. But
a fair amount of medical knowledge.
But
okay, yeah.
When I went there, this just happened yesterday. When I went there, the idea that somebody went to probably a good number of years of medical school to do what they were doing, which was just squeezing my face as hard as they could, it did feel a little silly to me in the moment. Because a caveman could have done what they were doing.
Why didn't you do it?
I have a suspicion. So I'm assuming you've never had anything quite that bad before.
So on my face, no. But I have done like I had a weird spot almost on my hip.
I
was like
you still have
15.
Okay.
I was very concerned about it. But no, God.
What did you do?
I took like an alcohol, I dipped it in like alcohol, and I popped it myself.
What did you dip in alcohol?
Like a needle.
Where'd you get this needle?
It was just like a pen, like a
push pin?
Yeah, like a pen. Yeah. I mean, this.
You dipped it. What alcohol did you use? Jim Beam?
It was probably like gin or something I went up, I remember, okay, I don't want to, I'll let you get back to your story. I hate the doctor. I didn't, and especially having to because my parents at the time would have had to take me to the doctor. And I was like, I can just deal with this. It was a weird spot too, but yes, it never came back. I don't know if it will now. Now
you dipped a push pin in booze and pierced your own hip cyst.
I have to cut this. I don't know if Greta's going to want to hear.
Why would Greta not want to hear? This is what, does she not know the story? Or have you been keeping this away from her?
I haven't even thought about this until maybe last night I thought about it. But yeah, no, this was a weird thing. And I just.
If she hasn't left you by now, I think you're safe. I don't know if this is going to be the make or break.
We'll see.
You were 15 and you know.
Yeah, I mean,
you needed to do.
I did to avoid any sort of embarrassment.
Sure. I did. So I did try.
Oh, you did?
I did. I attempted, but I have a suspicion that trying to do that, especially on your face, it's like tickling yourself. You can't really do it. I would attempt and then it's too painful.
You were trying to pop it though. You weren't trying to I
was trying to squeeze all the stuff out of it. And I got some stuff out, but it got to a point and I could feel whatever was inside there was there. There was no chance I would have been able to apply the amount of force that they did.
God. Did Heather watch?
No, I was by myself. I will say that there's probably an official term. The assistant that also happened to be in the room with the dermatologist actually said at one point, "That's just the gift that keeps on giving."
Oh God, she's probably seen a lot too. Well, but that's probably one of those doctor jokes. They say I
had my eyes closed. I couldn't really see what was going on.
How long did it take? What for them to? And that's all they did. They just squeezed it out and then.
So the entire process was me showing up. I got down on the little doctor bed thing. Did
it have the cover?
The Barker
paper?
Lounger? Yeah, that.
Yeah.
They gave me 3 or 4 shots to numb it up.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah, and then they started pushing, and I could feel it, and I think they could tell that I could feel it. So then they gave me another 3 shots.
You could feel it, or you felt pain?
I could feel pressure and a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
And so they numbed me up a little bit more. And then they kept working on it, and it was a lot of pushing on me.
So I just okay. I deeply, deeply respect people who can like go and do that and are just like, that's what I do and I'm fine with it. And they make you feel like completely comfortable with what's going on. Like, this is normal. The gift that keeps on giving, stuff like that. I respect the shit out of those people who make that their living and do like kind of like stuff like that, you know?
Part of me is curious, like how much of their day is dealing with situations like mine where it's just a big pussy cyst and you got to squeeze it. Like, is that 50% of what they do?
Well, I mean, like also like it's probably like who they're dealing with too. Like if they have to do that with someone who's just the fucking worst. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you, I mean, I don't know how you acted when you were there. I'm sure you were very pleasant.
Yeah.
But someone who's like a total dick, like that might be a worse situation.
That's true.
It's just, those jobs, like they're underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
Yes. They're probably paid approximately what they should be paid.
Yes, absolutely. Underappreciated. Yeah.
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything else around this particular topic?
Hurt my thumb last night. Got a Band-Aid on it, as you can see. It's kind of like
real quick. I'm sorry. Sorry. I want to hear this story.
Yeah, it's like I don't. I just wanted to show you a Band-Aid on. I'm right there with you.
Sure. I'm actually going to be taking my bandages off after we record today.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. Should we make your bandage thumb thing a Ryan's Corner?
No. But I do want to. That's 50 Cent right in the face.
Oh yeah, 50 Cent.
He's got the same kind of.
Looks like my bandage.
See. Yeah, there you go.
Great. We should make sure to share that with the people.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Any other questions about my face?
I didn't even ask a question. You just brought it up.
That's true. Well, you did ask me when you first showed up, before we started recording.
But you also sent a picture before I even asked anything.
Because I knew you were going to ask.
Were you in the doctor's office with that picture? Was that a doc? Or were you at work?
Yeah, I was leaving the doctor's office.
Okay.
Yes, I was leaving the doctor's office when that happened. Okay. So let's get right in to what we're doing here today. You ready?
I am.
So it's episode 10. This is our 10th episode of the Hard Mark Podcast.
We're 30% more than what
30% more.
Normal,
we're 1/10 of the way through our required 100 episode run. So.
Is that the required? Yeah.
I mean, that's what I said in episode 1. So
did you say that?
I did.
Bold statement, man. Like,
throwing it out there. Yeah. We're gonna get the best 100 wrestling matches. We're gonna rank them all.
Sweet.
Figure out where they all stand. So, kind of a little callback to way back in episode 1 when we first started this thing. Right now, how would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 about how knowledgeable you are about pro wrestling? If you had to tell you said a 3 before.
Did I say a 3?
You did say a 3. And I'll even allow you, if you had to look back on that, what would you reassess yourself then?
So here's the thing. I'm not sure. I would think like you have to go up, but I'm not sure. Maybe I've gone down. Like I feel like I know a little bit less about wrestling after watching.
Shouldn't have been bad.
They've been awful. And like I cannot tell. I don't think there's any way to Okay, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
If you took a bunch of episodes that you hadn't watched before, wrestling matches,
sure,
do you think you could predict them in a 10-0 kind of fashion?
I think I could do okay if I knew what the stories leading into those matches were.
So if someone was sitting with you and in this, if someone was telling you the scenario before, you think you could pick?
Maybe it would be tough though.
Okay, I believe that.
It would be difficult because a lot of times there's circumstances where there's 2 matches that are happening on the same show, and so let's say that your champion is wrestling one guy, and then you have a semi-main event where these 2 other guys are wrestling. A lot of times the winner of one will go against the winner of the other. So there have been match cards where, I know that the bad guy champion is going to win because the good guy won the number 1 contender match. And so you can kind of figure out things that way that you don't have the benefit of in this scenario.
Well, you don't know that. All right. I may have.
You might. So are you committing to an answer? What's your number? Or you can just reassess what your number was back in episode 1. I'll allow you.
I said a 3. Is that
you said a 3 before. Do you still stand that you were a 3 at that point in time? I know my opinion, but I'm curious for you.
This is a tough question. I don't feel like I'm that much more knowledgeable about wrestling in general.
What about death matches now?
You're
super knowledgeable.
when are we doing the deathmatch episode? That is the one I'm really curious about. Okay. Okay. It's episode 10, Erik.
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta walk before you can run. I didn't want to lead off.
I think I know more. I mean, I think like if something came on and like a name was mentioned or like a certain style of like, yeah, like I know a little bit more, like 4.5.
Sure, yeah.
4.5.
Somebody at the bar starts talking about the Attitude Era.
That's what I jumped all over that. I was fucking stoked. Like, so yeah, like 4.5.
Oh, so you think 4.5? I'd say you're at 3.
You didn't move me at all.
Because
what would you have put me in the initial episode?
1.
So I've actually gone up more in your opinion than I've put myself.
Yes. But you also highly overrated yourself in the first episode. You didn't know what tagging was. But yeah, you're probably about a 3. 2.5 to 3.
Oh, you went down.
You went down. Consider that. Well, we're going to find out, actually.
Okay, all right.
We're going to have, you don't have to take my opinion for it.
Yeah.
We're going to know a tried and true method
right
in just a little bit. But before we get into that, while we're kind of looking back at and patting ourselves on the back for 10 episodes, well, I guess 9 episodes so far, well done. Well, 8 episodes. Well, episode 4 was bad.
What other episode did you? Oh, you're just saying we haven't finished this one. Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Are there any misconceptions that you have of pro wrestling that you now realize were false?
No. None. Everything.
You didn't know how blood worked. How did you think that they bled? Or did you know there was blood in wrestling?
I'm not sure. Like, I assume like as you're
that you thought about wrestling was wrong.
No.
Now that
I feel very much the same way, maybe even more passionately the same way I do about wrestling as before. And
which is what?
I just think wrestling is the most fucking ridiculous thing to ever be. But and I will say I've gained some more like respect for like the announcers and how they commentate. And this is in the story I do, but nothing has changed about like what I thought about wrestling.
I love that that's what you've taken away is like the commentary. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. We've seen some really good commentary, and today's match is going to be one of my favorites.
Commentary wise.
I am biased.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly biased, and we'll get into that, but I really love the commentary. Okay. And then I guess you more or less just answered it, but any particular thoughts about wrestling that have been confirmed by you now watching 9 matches?
Yes, to everything.
It's all ridiculous. It's all completely ridiculous.
I mean, I know this was a one-off for wrestling, but the graveyard match was the craziest fucking thing I have ever seen. Like, I still want to take that and just bring it and just show Greta what like happened.
I'll try and remember to give you the DVD.
Yeah, just burn it.
I mean, you can
burn that CD for me.
Have it briefly. I mean, I can watch it whenever I want on the network. You can keep
so good. Yeah, so good. But good. I mean, come on.
Fair. Totally fair. Okay. So I mentioned before, we're going to figure out exactly how knowledgeable you are about professional wrestling.
Oh, are we gonna?
We're gonna sort it out.
Yeah.
You don't have to speculate. I don't have to speculate. I can give you my opinion.
Perfect.
But we're gonna figure it out right now.
Yep.
The way we're gonna figure it out is because I wrote a wrestling quiz.
You did. I
sure did.
Okay.
So I have 10 questions for you.
Were they like multiple choice?
I think one is multiple choice.
Jesus, Erik. I am not great with multiple choice quizzes.
Well, I mean, it's a pop quiz, so
yeah, well,
take that however you want. The good news for you is I'm only writing questions of things that we have specifically talked about on the show.
That does not help at all.
So it's all like throughout our 9 episodes we previously recorded. These are questions about...
Can I look at the board just to make sure I have the names and the...
There you go.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Don't smudge your name.
Coronavirus all over here.
Please don't. Okay. So I have 10 questions. I believe there's going to be a couple where maybe like we didn't specifically mention it, but I think as a general rule, these
are not what you said like initially.
That I'm... don't worry about it. Question number 1.
Yeah.
In our first episode, Hulk Hogan defeated Andre the Giant. That's a statement and not a question. Are you thinking back on this match now? Okay, great. He's got it in his brain. I could tell on the twinkle in his eye. What event did that match take place at?
Was that Trump's Hotel?
That's the venue, and that's actually not it.
Wow. Not Trump's Hotel. What was it?
The name of the don't do that. The name of the event.
But I was wrong about where it was.
Correct. You were wrong. It was at the Pontiac Silverdome.
I feel like it's like the All-American fucking match or something. Like
Is that
America's
your
match.
Is that the answer you're going with? The All-American match?
I mean, come on. It's Hulk versus Andre.
Is this your answer?
Yes. I'm pretty close, right?
WrestleMania.
Yep. Pretty good. Good start.
Leaning towards 2.5 so far. We'll see.
You might go lower after this quiz. This
Yes.
is not going to be good.
Does that, now that I've said WrestleMania.
Yeah, but like WrestleMania is so there's a WrestleMania every year. Like Safeco Field had the largest attendance for WrestleMania.
Yeah, so why wouldn't that have been the first thing that popped?
Because it's not like something that stands out about the match was at WrestleMania for me. Okay, all right, just move on to question 2.
Okay.
This quiz fucking sucks.
You fucking suck at the quiz. Question number 2. What did Bam Bigelow have tattooed on his head? You remember Bam Bigelow?
Yeah.
Taz. Please tell. Taz. I can even hear that. I can even hear the rattling of the frame. So Taz threw Bam into the stands, into the crowd, suplexed him. Bam tripped and fell. Former bounty hunter. Do you have a picture of what Bam looked like?
Did he have one of those masks on his head that kind of...
He did not wear a mask. No, he wore a body jumpsuit thing. His entire body was covered with the exception of he had a little bit of I can't describe it any other, his cleavage, and then his forearm.
Yeah, I don't remember. He had tattooed on his...
Okay. Flames is the answer. He had flames tattooed on the top of his head. He also had flames all over his outfit that he was wearing. So that's still a big goose egg so far with our quiz.
Yep.
Hopefully.
I'm glad you went 10 questions, not like 5. You went all out.
We want to really make sure that you know what you're talking about. And, by all means, play along at home. See if you can stump the talent. Number 3. Okay, here we go. Andy Kaufman had brains because he's from Hollywood. Jerry Lawler didn't have any brain because he was from where?
Florida. No. Tennessee. Knoxville. Nashville. Fuck. Tennessee.
I'll give you credit for that. Memphis.
The South.
Memphis.
Okay.
Is the correct answer. I'm a Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry Lawler.
I think Tennessee's a fair answer, so. Yeah.
Did you already? Okay, good. You haven't smudged any of my.
I was smudging anything.
Excellent.
You put it over here.
You did though. You did smudge my. Look at podcast. Look at the word podcast.
That was like that before I got.
It was not.
How would I get my? Okay, you know what?
Because I've seen you rubbing your finger all over it.
Question number 4.
Question number 4. What is Hulk Hogan? Now we've seen two Hulk Hogan matches. He's won both of them. What is Hulk Hogan's finishing maneuver? What did he use to win both of those matches?
God damn it! It's
fairly simple, not too complex.
Something with the leg.
Ooh, you're yes.
Yeah.
Not accepting that, but you're on the right track. What does Hulk Hogan do with his leg?
It's not the leg up.
It's not the leg up. No, it's not the leg up.
Fuck. It's generic. I just think generic. Like he probably sat on the guy's fucking chest and like threw his leg into some sort of leg lock.
Is that your final answer?
Well, no, it's not a final answer. Give me some more time to think about it.
Okay, yeah. You need, take all the time you need. Yeah.
Maybe he bends like backwards
In
over his head.
in a leg lock.
In a leg lock.
Is that Is that the final?
That is final answer.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
It's a leg drop.
That's what I said initially.
You did not. You said the leg up.
So leg lock.
It's not that either.
That's
A leg lock is a submission hold.
okay. All right.
A leg drop is where the guy's laying on their back and you run up and you just drop your leg across their throat.
I think it's fair that I said a leg move.
I gave you credit for
Did you give me
Tennessee. I'm not going to give you credredit for that.
What if I had said the South? Would you have given me credit for that?
I don't know. Hard to say. We'll have to go back in time and figure it out.
You're the administrator of this fucking quiz. You can give me points for whatever you want.
I can, but I don't believe that the question was answered in such a good manner in that case.
I don't really like these questions at all.
Well,
I'm not. Okay.
Maybe you'll come back. Maybe you'll come back in the latter half.
Probably.
Question number 5. Will Ospreay, here we go. Okay. Maybe you'll have a chance at this one. Will Ospreay defeated Shingo Takagi to win the Battle of the Super Junior tournament in 2019. What is an Ospreay? This isn't a wrestling question.
What is it?
What is an Ospreay?
First of all, this is the hardest question on here. So I don't know why you would assume this one.
Maybe you know about things that aren't.
An Ospreay is
an Ospreay. It's a thing. Osprey's
not an offspring.
No, not an offspring. An offspring,
but similar to an offspring. Pretty similar to an offspring.
I mean, in that.
In what way does it relate to an offspring?
In no way.
In no way.
In no
way. Okay, got it.
In that they sound similar.
That's tough because I was going to narrow it down right there.
Yeah.
Didn't help. Okay.
We'll narrow it down by saying it has nothing to do with the band Offspring.
Yeah, great band.
Or having children.
Kids aren't all right.
Good reference. Good reference.
I have no idea.
It's a bird.
Okay.
It's a bird of prey.
So is this one of the questions that you're like, we never
talked about, but like I felt if I asked you any actual question about that match, there's no chance you'd get it. So maybe you know about what an Oscar is.
Okay, well.
You're still at 1.
Oh, how about some baseball questions after this?
Maybe next episode. Name 3.
Now I'm now I'm getting nervous that I'm at 1.
I really need to invest in a fidget spinner. That's the next thing for the show. Name 3 of the 5 ways that a normal pro wrestling match can end.
Coffin.
Normal pro wrestling match. A standard one-on-one contest.
Okay. So not okay. I got you.
Yes. 3, just 3, not all 5. 3 of the 5.
So could the ref call a match off?
Yes.
1.
That is 1. Ref stoppage.
A pin.
2.
Okay. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just waiting for your answer. Just waiting.
Someone falls through the mat because it breaks?
That's
a fair.
That would be like a ref stoppage situation. Well, actually, in the Taz vs. Bam Bam, they didn't even stop the match.
Well, stop the match.
No, a pin. The Bam Bam pinned Taz. Yeah, he drug him out and he pinned him. So that not even that.
What's the third one?
Well, I mean, there's 3 more. You can pick.
Really?
Yeah, there's 5 ways total. I'm only asking for 3.
Yeah, asking for 3.
Ref stoppage.
Gracious.
Pinfall. I'll even give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
I'm feeling so bad for you. Earlier, your incorrect answer about Hulk Hogan, right?
Oh, you're trying to leg drop.
Well, yeah, that's the real answer, but your fake answer, the answer that wasn't right. So what would happen as a result of him doing what you were describing?
He'd be disqualified.
Okay, no, he wouldn't, but that counts. He would be disqualified.
Yeah,
we're doing a leg lock. No.
So what about on the ring? The guy puts his feet on the ring. That's a ref stoppage, right? Remember, you can't use the ring as leverage.
That would be disqualification. Yes, if you're
that's different from a ref stoppage.
Correct.
Really?
Yeah.
What would a ref stop? Like poke him in the eyes or something?
A ref stoppage is like, this guy's getting beat up too bad. So similar to like UFC or mixed martial arts, if somebody's unable to defend themselves or if there's too much blood, the referee can stop them. So that very rarely actually happens that way.
Okay.
A disqualification is you're not following the rules. You hit somebody with a foreign object that you shouldn't have, you're
Yeah.
disqualified from the match. The ones that you did
But
not.
that's okay. No, go ahead. Don't finish actually your rules. I just think the question was a loaded question.
I would give you got it right.
Of course I got it right.
How many?
Obviously I got it right,
It
Eric.
took you like 5 minutes to
It-
do the third one.
It did not take me 5
It
minutes.
took you, we'll find out in editing, but it took you at least 3 minutes.
Okay. We'll edit that down.
I'm going to have to.
Just go ahead.
But yes, so the 5 ways: pinfall,
Mm-hmm.
submission,
Yep.
count out. So if you're outside the ring for too long,
That's oh, real?
No.
Oh, okay.
disqualification, and rough stoppage.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So 2.
You were at 2. You were at 2. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Number 7.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite the ordeal. I'm sorry.
This is the multiple choice one.
This is,
Oh,
as a matter of fact,
all right.
Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns are collectively known as what? And look at me in my eyes.
Yeah.
Do not look at the thing. All right. So this is multiple choice. Are they the Strike Force? Are they the Shield? Or are they the Authority?
The Shield.
You are correct.
Thank you.
That's 3.
That is 3.
Yeah. Why was I almost wrote on my phone? Okay, here we go. This one's probably going to be a tough one. Maybe you'll remember. But
Tough for me.
this one's going to be tough for you. For you of all people.
That's crazy.
What is the name of the shared manager that indirectly caused the breakup of the Mega Powers?
Jerry Jones.
You're okay. So so you're talking about
Could have been
Colonel Rob Parker. Is that who you're referring to?
that was, yeah.
The guy who managed Harlem Heat?
No
Not the
fucking idea
Mega
what
Powers.
this-
The Mega Powers are Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Their manager was Miss Elizabeth. If you recall,
Was she the one that got the fireworks and the whole? No, that was. Oh, there was a fight between
Macho Man was paranoid and jealous about Hulk Hogan coming between them, and
well, rightfully so.
and rightfully the luster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So pretty close.
pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah. Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. He's probably involved somehow.
All right, here we go. Which member of the band Kiss, the rock band Kiss, was the demon character meant to resemble? So I'm looking for the name of the member of the rock
This is-
band Kiss that the demon character is meant to resemble.
I know who this is. Why don't you give me a multiple choice on this? Be a great multiple choice question.
Well, maybe in episode 20, I'll consider it.
Give me just a hint. Fuck, I know this name. I just
I mean, okay, I'll give you a hint. This should really have half a point if I give you a hint. What type of hint? Because I can say their first name, but I feel like that may be too much of a
he
hint.
was in the police, right?
Okay, I think I know what question you're asking me right now.
Yeah,
So you're talking about Sting.
yeah. But what's
Sting's a wrestler. Sting.
you brought? Yeah, okay. That's yeah.
Sting was also the bassist of the band Police, but they're different people. They're both named Sting. They just happen to share a very common American first name
Okay.
of Sting.
What's his name? I had
Gene Simmons.
yeah. Fuck
Gene Simmons.
yeah. Tongue guy.
Yeah, Tongue Guy.
Yeah,
I think he had a reality show for
Yeah,
that.
no, it was good. I like that show.
All right, number 10. Multiple choice.
Sweet.
Multiple choice. One of these are not one of Ric Flair's actual nicknames. So I'm going to read you a
Okay.
list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nicknames. One of them is not real.
This is my shit right here. All right. So
Okay.
let's fucking go.
Okay, let's go. All right. Number 1, the Nature Boy. Number 2, the dirtiest player in the game. Number 3, Space Mountain. Number 4, Slick Rick. Number 5, Big Chungus.
Space Mountain. Fuck. Is it?
It's Big Chungus.
That was my second choice. Was Space Mountain was that a?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big name.
You know why he called himself Space Mountain?
No.
Because he's the oldest ride in the park, but he's still got the longest line. Woo!
fucking classic. Big Chungus, I would have almost expected more. But I went with my heart, so.
That's fair. So you ended up with 3 points?
Some would say that's great.
Some would.
Yeah.
I actually, when I first wrote this quiz, I wanted to test it out.
Uh-huh.
And I asked Heather all these same questions. Guess what her number was?
4.5.
3.
Oh.
You tied her. Yeah.
That's really, that's probably still, it's probably still disappointing being as I've been here. But, if Heather lives with you.
Yeah.
So.
She absorbs things via osmosis, but she's not like paying that close of attention.
Exactly.
I feel like.
Exactly. I have been like injected with this and,
Yeah. So you got a 3, which I think 3 out of 10. That's
pretty
your
good
notes level. Pretty good. Pretty good. And hey, you remember you talked about maybe making some notes next time.
Yeah.
Remember the difference between the matches, so maybe that'll help out going forward. All right. Great. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what we're gonna watch today.
Let's talk about it.
Let's do it. Let's talk about my bandage. Let's talk about some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk a little bit about the WWF in the 80s, 90s kind of time frame. So WrestleMania. We talked about WrestleMania. It's a yearly event. Usually happens in end of March, early April every single year. First WrestleMania was in 1985, and it's happened like clockwork every year since.
Does it rotate cities like around the U.S.? Is it national?
Now they bid on WrestleMania similar to the way they bid on the Super Bowl, but it wasn't always like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know. Where is it this year?
Where is it this year? This year's in Tampa at the new stadium.
Can you imagine going to fucking Tampa Bay for the WrestleMania? Have you been to Tampa Bay?
No.
Have you heard about Tampa Bay?
No. What's in Tampa Bay?
It has its own culture there.
What does that mean?
I'm not gonna get into it.
What do you mean?
I'm a little surprised you're not as excited about me as if I were going to go to WrestleMania, Tampa Bay would be the one spot I would want to go see WrestleMania.
Why?
Because Tampa Bay.
What are you getting at? I feel like there's some subtext here that I'm not picking up.
It's Florida. It's Tampa Bay, Florida. It's like the most raw,
Talking about Cajuns?
Is that what you would?
I don't know. I'm asking you, but
I don't want to
Tampa different than say Orlando or Miami? Or is it?
I don't think Miami would give it. Miami has its own culture.
WrestleMania was in Miami not that long.
That's fine. I'm saying in Tampa Bay.
Why is Tampa Bay such a thing? Why do you care so much about Tampa Bay?
I don't want to say anything that's going to offend people. Do you not?
You're in the trust free.
Tampa Bay is known as a little bit of a trashy area.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you say so?
Well, I don't want to be a dick. All right. I said I would be down there in a second. Don't get me wrong. That's a place you want to. For WrestleMania, that's amazing. That's an amazing city to host it. I almost want to go.
I think actually tickets are not doing all that well.
Well, probably because, I don't think, unfortunately, that's terrible timing because that would be great.
It's not as much of a destination city as they typically do. Tampa fucking Bay. I had no idea that was going to get so much of a rise.
That's crazy. I love
all
that.
Because it's trashy Tampa Bay. I don't think you're trashy, but Ryan Murphy. You can look him up. Just tell him all about how trashy.
I would be down there with them in a second if I had the opportunity. Believe me, I'm right there with them. It's just known, and I could be wrong.
Yeah,
that could just be speculation.
Mm-hmm. Well, you would be adjacent to refuse, which would also make you trash in that case. So, pretty good. So, but enough about Tampa Bay and their lovely people. Let's talk. Let's talk a little bit about not really WrestleMania. So WrestleMania was the first event. Vince McMahon, when he started the very first WrestleMania, he could have lost his ass and lost the entire company. He was staking that much on it being a success, where if it wasn't, he would have probably gone bankrupt. But it did very well. It was a huge deal. He brought in a bunch of celebrities. It was fine. So a couple years go by and they're like, okay, we need more. We need more big events. Pay-per-views becoming more of a thing. Let's try and drive that market a little bit more. So eventually they would basically have a pay-per-view per season. So you could think of WrestleMania as being like the spring pay-per-view. They had their winter pay-per-view in January called the Royal Rumble, which we'll talk about more at a later episode. And then they had SummerSlam. You can take a guess when that would be. You have a question?
I do. I'm going to kind of interject here.
Mm-hmm.
So they started off with WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was the first one. So they kind of did their big event first.
Yeah.
And then they kind of stagger off into other, like, are these, I mean, it sounds like, okay, so like golf does the Masters first, and then they go to like they have their big events, but they're smaller. Like, I don't know why don't you like build it up to it's never understood. Why don't you do the smaller events first and then move to
When you say first, are you talking about like in the calendar year? Or what do you mean first?
Well, you're saying it's like a season. It's like a season, yeah.
Well, okay. So that's where it's a little bit different.
Okay.
So as opposed to like WrestleMania is kind of the culmination of a season, but not strictly speaking, because guess what? They have a Monday Night Wrestling show the very next day. So there is no break for the season. If you're a pro wrestler, you're wrestling the entire year. The only time you get a break is if you get hurt. So that's
because it's the culmination of the season, but it's at the very beginning. So I don't.
It's not at the very beginning.
You said it was.
No, I did.
It's at the end.
It was okay.
So it's in March, and they go to other. Like,
your communication skills need brushing up. So
Erik.
WrestleMania was the first event that they ever ran. That was a huge pay-per-view event.
Okay.
That when I say it's the first, that's what I mean. And so that became a yearly tradition where we're always going to have WrestleMania. And traditionally, all of the biggest matches happen at WrestleMania. So
yeah.
Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan, which was literally like a year in the making, actually about a year and a half to build to that. It happened at WrestleMania because that's where you had all the big blow-offs for all your big feuds. Does that make sense?
Yes, but you're not telling me what time in the season that was.
Okay, so take season out of your mind. There is no season.
It happens
season. Every year in beginning of April.
Okay. There's no season, though.
There is no season.
There's just other events.
Yes.
Okay.
So you just pepper in these other events every year.
Okay.
So in January, you have the Royal Rumble. That's a big event. In April, you have WrestleMania. In August, you have SummerSlam. And in November, you have Survivor Series.
Fair enough. That's all you had to say, Erik. Why don't you say initially?
And then it just repeats over and over. There is no season.
Okay.
But so what we're going to be watching today is Survivor Series of 1990. And so these 4 pay-per-views, they were like big deals. And even today, they're known as the Big 4 because they were kind of the inaugural pay-per-views that WWE would always run every year dating back to the 80s. Well, they've always run them every single year since then. So when they introduced some of these newer pay-per-views, the Royal Rumble and Survivor Series specifically, they kind of figured out that they wanted to have a gimmick behind them as opposed to just throwing kind of a WrestleMania in the fall. So the gimmick of Survivor Series is that it was going to be teams of either 4 people or 5 people at a time facing off. And like that was the entire card, was these 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 matches. Now it's a little bit different than what we've seen before. So we've seen a couple of tag matches already where it's first person to pin a member of the other team or beat a member of the other team, like that team wins. This is not that. This is an elimination style team thing.
So you have to knock every person.
Correct. Your team does not win until every single member of the opposing team has been beaten. So usually the way that it works is you'll have about 2 or 3 different feuds. So you'll have 2 single guys and then like a tag team on one side, and then whoever they're all feuding with will be their opponents. And so that this pay-per-view that we're actually going to be watching today, or at least a bit of, is the very first pay-per-view I ever ordered in my entire life.
How old were you?
I was 7.
You ordered a pay-per-view? My parents would have been fucking pissed if I ordered a pay-per-view.
I didn't go into business for myself. I think I had like cash, or I just begged them enough where like they ordered it for me.
How much was it? Do you remember?
Back in those days, it was probably like $20.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. But you had to like get a cable box.
Yeah.
Your cable place, you had to go in.
For the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. What?
Well, I'm just like specifically, right? Like, cause like this is kind of like I don't even remember how
you had to physically pick up a box from your cable store.
Okay.
You had to drive there, pick up this special box, connect it to your TV, and then tune into the channel. You could not see the channel unless you had this special box.
Were you on like antennas at that point, like bunny ears kind of thing? And then you got this?
I don't know. I don't think we were. I think it was like an add-on thing that you actually had to we had Viacom back then. But yeah, you had to specifically purchase that, and then that would like decrypt the channel for pay-per-view. Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be like squiggly lines, and you could watch, your scrambled porn through it.
Yeah. Well,
but
who hasn't been there?
Was too. Yeah. It was a little too wholesome for that at this particular point in time. So before we get too far into the actual match, which again, I know this is going to be a content-heavy episode, there is one little snippet from this event, which again was the very first pay-per-view that I ever ordered live, that I wanted you to see. So leading up in the weeks and months leading up to this particular event, which again was around Thanksgiving time. I think actually this was the night before Thanksgiving, 1990. So little baby infant Ryan was just there, sleeping, counting sheep.
People love me.
People loved you. Yeah. And that love has only grown in the years since then. So they were doing this promotion because it's leading up to Thanksgiving. Yeah. A humongous egg was at every single show, every single TV show that they would have. They would have this giant egg.
There's someone in it. Was like a cake dancer.
Everyone wanted to know who was in it.
Yeah.
So like that was the big speculation of who's in this fucking egg. And the main speculation, which again, I was not privy to because I was a little kid, but in retrospect, apparently the main speculation was it was going to be Ric Flair popping out of the egg. Big surprise, new wrestler.
That is such a weird thing to like. It's so they took this around as they were promoting the match.
Yes.
Like a big egg.
A giant egg.
What did that egg represent?
For a man. What did it represent?
Yeah, like why an egg?
Because it's a Thanksgiving?
An egg?
Turkeys? Like eggs?
Is that okay.
I think that, yeah.
Sorry for the dumb question.
Sure.
What egg?
Egg.
Eggs are not associated with Thanksgiving at all.
It's a big egg.
Okay, that's...
Does that help?
Is there like a yeah, no, that's fine.
Let's talk about the participants of the match. This is a 4 versus 4 match. I'm not going to go into a terrible level of detail, but if you have any questions around any of these participants, please let me know. First participant of the Dream Team. This is team number 1, the good guy team, the Dream Team, is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Probably one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
That's an American name, too.
Dusty Rhodes, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Whew.
So just to set the stage, you'll see him, of course, in a minute here, but he's about 300 pounds, curly blonde, bleach blonde hair, kind of looks like an adult version of the kid from Bad Santa.
We just watched that. Greta and my family, we watched that together.
Perfect. Well, imagine him as a grown adult, and you've got an idea of what Dusty Rhodes looks like.
I like that. Yeah.
So he also, as far as we're describing him physically, he had what can only be described as a splotch on the side of his gut. It was just like a big red...
Like a birthmark?
I guess, but like massive.
And you see it. He wears it proudly.
Yeah, he wears like the trunks, the underwear style trunks that most guys do. So yeah, he doesn't cover it up. He also had one of the most prominent lisps in wrestling history.
No.
We're not, unfortunately, going to hear him talk here today, but like
I love the prominent lisp.
It's hard to ignore.
Yeah.
Now, everything that I just said to you probably doesn't sound like a great wrestler.
Just Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes great, but like heavy, big splotch, et cetera, but he was one of the most charismatic wrestlers of all time.
You don't have to sell him, Erik. I'm already sold.
And another part of the reason why he was so successful, and this is something that is commonly brought up when people talk about specific wrestlers, he lived his gimmick. So what that means is the character of Dusty Rhodes was not really all that dissimilar from the real guy. And people who do that, more often than not, don't have the healthiest of home lives, but usually they're pretty successful.
What would you say was just like, if you were to take a guess, like the split, like wrestlers who live like that versus who are completely different from their character? It's like a 50-50 thing? Or
back then it was probably maybe not 50-50, but I don't know, 30-70. Now there's very clear separation between like, that's my character and this is me. So
just bullshit. It ruins the whole fucking game.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
So at this point in time during this match, he's kind of in the twilight of his career. So he was super popular, probably like the most popular wrestler of the 1970s. Through the 80s, he was still wrestling, but he was more on the creative side of things for a while. He was a longtime NWA guy, which we talked about the NWA last week. He was one of Ric Flair's biggest rivals in the NWA. So he had made the jump to the WWF a year or two prior to this match. And so this was kind of like towards the twilight of his career, and he was sort of trying to see if he could make, as much money as he could in the WWF. But this is towards the end of that run. Any other questions around Dusty? No. All right.
Good.
Next component of the Dream Team, we have the Birdman, Coco Beware. He carried a parrot named Frankie to the ring for all of his matches. I think that we'll see Frankie here today. He has since been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. He is one of the more controversial inductions in that, on account of not really being involved in many memorable feuds, and it was mainly a quote-unquote jobber, so somebody who would make other guys look good in his time in the WWF.
He obviously did a good job.
Obviously,
Hall
he
of
did.
Fame.
Yeah,
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer over here. I think Dusty's a
Dusty should be a Hall of Famer, from what I've heard.
In fact, I think all members of the team are Hall of Famers. Now that I look at it, including Coco. Next, we have Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
See, Anvil.
The Anvil.
Nice.
He's one half of the Hart Foundation tag team. So this is two guys that are also part of the Dream Team for this event. They're the WWF Tag Team Champions. So quite a big deal. He got his name the Anvil from winning an anvil throwing contest in Calgary.
No shit.
He looks exactly like somebody. He has that strong man build. Like, he's not super tall, but he's just thick. Double C thick.
Double C thick. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
He's got he's a dummy thick fella.
Love that.
Throwing anvils. So a lot of times, like the really, really good tag teams that are out there, each member fills a different role. He was the power of the Hart Foundation. So he was just like the strong guy. He'd come in, he'd beat the shit out of people, throw them around.
Sounds like he's part of like a charity. Like the Hart Foundation. Like he's like
Hart spelled H-A-R-T.
Okay, so obviously not, but like like the American Heart Association. Like, it sounds like he's doing this for charity.
It does.
That's what I'm gonna think of. Yeah.
Maybe he was. Maybe we just don't know about
underlying it. Yeah.
Last thing I'll mention about him, of course, if you have any questions, this match happens to be during a phase when Jim Neidhart wears a shower cap as a hat to the ring. I don't know why. He just did. Sometimes it's high fashion.
Yeah.
Last member of the Dream Team is Bret Hitman Hart. He's the other half of the Hart Foundation. You can see how they got that name. We got Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He's a second generation wrestler, which means that one of his parents was a wrestler, in this case, his dad. His father was Stu Hart, who is a super, super old school wrestler, famous for training and basically torturing aspiring wrestlers in his basement, which was referred to as the dungeon.
Was there dominatrix like?
I've heard audio of the Hart House of people like going through Stu's training, and he would put you in all these old school catch submission holds and just.
So that sort of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was pretty common for training back then.
Really?
They made you, if you came back after they beat the shit out of you, that's how they knew, okay, this guy wants it. But if you left.
That makes sense. Yeah, no.
Hulk Hogan famously tells a story. In some of Hulk Hogan's stories, you take a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But we love them all.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he was trained by a guy named Hiro Matsuda. Hiro Matsuda broke his ankle his first day of wrestling school and like sent him away. And then when he came back, that's when Hiro Matsuda was like, okay, I'll train you. So
just classic wrestling.
Classic wrestling. So Bret Hart, son of Stu, was one of 12 children. Imagine that. All 8 boys became wrestlers, and all 4 girls married wrestlers.
Proud father. Probably proud mother.
I think the wrestler, the mother was not so happy about it.
Oh, really? You wouldn't think so with all of them.
I don't think she was involved in wrestling directly, outside of, creating 12 children who were all involved in some way.
It's a good amount of work.
Fun fact, Jim the Anvil, who we just talked about, Jim the Anvil Neidhart is one of the people who married one of Bret's sisters, so they're brother-in-laws.
Oh, just the connection between
Hart Foundation, brother. Hart Foundation. Bret Hart is considered to be one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He would eventually go on to become a major star. He even had a cameo on The Simpsons one episode.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Are you a big Simpsons guy?
I'm not a big Simpsons guy, but like, I mean, Simpsons are huge, you know.
You heard
like,
it here first.
You can't get away from the Simpsons. You can't do it. Like you even if you don't like it,
you don't like it. Yeah. So Brett was on an episode very briefly.
Pop culture. Yeah.
Yeah. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So at the time of this match, he wasn't a big star just yet. So he was one half the tag team champions, but he wasn't like the huge deal that he would eventually become to be. This is real, what I'm going to tell you. So this is and they will reference it on commentary. And this actually did happen, just so you know.
Okay.
One of his brothers, which we know he's one of 8, one of his brothers had a heart attack and died the night before this match. So this is one day after one of his brothers died.
And he still fought.
And he was still on the card. Yes. Wow. And so they will reference that on commentary that he's actually dedicating this match to his brother who really actually did pass away.
How old was his brother?
He's a little bit older. So he was probably upper 20s. I think his brother was having health issues.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was directly related to the wrestling business, but you can never know for sure.
Like cocaine related?
I think his older brother got hit by a car.
Oh,
and then he was having health problems, beyond that.
That sucks.
You're someone who could sympathize for car injuries. As we discussed the other week.
What did I?
You got hit by a car once?
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
I like how I had to remind you about it.
I mean, yes, my life has been very affected by car accidents.
Sure.
So I get it.
Yeah. Every time it rains, it always hurts. Okay. Any questions around any members of the Dream Team? We got Coco Beware.
Dusty Rhodes,
the American Dream, baby. In the flesh, if you will. That's my bad, Dusty
I like
Rhodes.
that guy. Oh.
And then the Hart Foundation of Jim the Anvil and Bret Hitman Hart.
Okay.
All right. Their opponents. I can hear that. Their opponents. The $1 Million Team. The captain of the $1 Million Team, you could see how maybe the American Dream would not be a fan of this person, is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, who we actually saw little glimpses of in the Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man feud. He was the one who had hired on Andre the Giant to be his backup. So his character, rich asshole.
Yeah, shocking.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So this the character of the $1 Million Man was created by Vince McMahon himself and pitched to Ted DiBiase as if Vince could be a character in his own show.
There you go.
This is who he would be.
That's a lot of weight on your shoulders.
I know.
He was the guy who was running the league, so
yeah, he owned the whole thing. So if you say like, hey, if Vince could be a character, it would be this.
Give me the $1 Million Man.
Yes, the $1 Million Man.
I'm gonna look out for this guy. That's a
Ted
lot
DiBiase.
of. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Whew.
So he was one of the top bad guys in the company. He would usually stuff money down his opponent's throats after he would beat them.
Holy shit.
So like after he'd beat a job guy, he'd take $100 bill and just stuff
Where did he get the 100? Did he just keep him in his like pants?
His manager, actually I think they referred to as his bodyguard, Virgil, would carry the cash for him.
And he just handed him some.
And he just, And you'll see Virgil during this. So in real life.
Yeah.
So again,
he did this in real life too. Like.
In real life, yeah. No, but so this is like the 80s, early 90s. Things were a little bit different than they are now. It was imperative that Ted DiBiase, if he's going to be this $1 Million Man character, he needs to keep up that character all the time. Because if people see him sharing a rental car with a bunch of other dudes, then the illusion's completely broken.
That's it's so much pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. So you know what happened? Vince McMahon gave him a stipend where he would basically say, hey, you need to be tipping people big money when you're going out. You need to be flying first class everywhere that you go. We need to make sure that anytime people see you, they're seeing the $1 Million Man. And so they comped him for all this stuff.
Yeah, no, I would have to assume they did.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, that's...
What a character.
That's an interesting story right there. Like, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
No, shit. See, this is where wrestling starts to get really, like, interesting. Like, Vince McMahon stepping in and being like, this is not just on the ring, this is your life now.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. The illusion is broken if they see him being all so you got to give him some more money.
That's, is that Ric Flair's kind of thing too? Or is he more like...
Ric Flair was like the champion, so he was making good money regardless. I don't think they were giving him extra money so he could beat
But
Ric
was
Flair.
he like, he was out in the public, like, with that persona? Like,
He just loved being Ric Flair.
that's what, see, these two guys, I just, one's forced to do it, or one, and then the other one just fucking loves this lifestyle. It's just, this is where wrestling comes in, and it's amazing.
Ted DiBiase, like, maybe would have like been somewhat frivolous, but like he didn't strike me, because I've seen his wrestling work before he joined the WWF, and he was just like more or less like a bad guy wrestler. But when he showed up, then it became a whole nother thing. So, but Ric Flair would have done that shit regardless.
Yeah.
Last thing I'll mention about Ted DiBiase, we talked about his bodyguard named Virgil. Just so you know, Dusty Rhodes' real name, guess what his real name is?
Dustin Rhodes.
Good guess. That's actually his son's name. His real name is Virgil.
I don't like that as much.
And so then when you create this rich asshole character, what are you going to name his little bodyguard henchman? Well, let's name him Virgil.
Is that where, okay.
Dusty Rhodes was with the NWA at the time. And so depending on who you talk to, it was either like a little ha 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 type of thing, or it was a little bit more malicious. Who knows? But that's why the name Virgil came up, as a little shot at Dusty Rhodes.
All right.
Next up, we got one half of a tag team called Rhythm and Blues. We have the Honky Tonk Man.
Nice.
Yeah. He was an Elvis impersonator. When he first came to the company in the mid-'80s, he was actually portrayed as a good guy, and fans immediately hated him. It was one of the first examples I could ever think of where that happened.
I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
What is a honky tonk to you?
What is a honky tonk?
Yeah.
Like an establishment?
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I mean, if you were to say, hey, what's a honky tonk? I guess I would say, oh, it's like a country bar.
Yeah.
Maybe like a country dive bar.
Yeah.
Is that what?
Yeah, no, that's kind of, yeah, no, there was a country song where he's like, I just wish honky tonks never closed.
Right.
And that's kind of his end pitch. That was like the deep moment of the song.
Man, we always just go
and then
back
honky
to
tonk, but donkey donk. Toby Keith. That's a song. That is a song.
I should have never given you beer. These are all songs, yes.
But I was curious on your impression of a honky tonk.
Yeah.
You ever gone to a honky tonk?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe I've wandered through one once or twice, but I've never spent any extended amounts of time in a honky tonk, or what I would describe as one anyway. But this is the honky tonk man. Yeah. So he is he is the personification of a honky tonk in that way. But yes, he was originally portrayed as a good guy. He even had Hulk Hogan's endorsement of this fucking guy kicks ass. He didn't say it in that way, but you get what I mean. Yeah. But people immediately hated him. And it's one of the earliest times where fans just outright rejected a character, and they had to kind of make a switch and be like, oh, now he's a bad guy. So that happened years before what we're watching. So he's already been well entrenched as being just like a piece of shit at this point.
It's unfortunate.
And his tag team partner is Greg the Hammer Valentine, the other half of
the Anvil, the Hammer.
Hammer and the Anvil. Yeah, I never really put two and two together on that. That's interesting.
Good thing I made the talent.
The talent. So this is the Honky Tonk Man tag team partner. He was a veteran mid-card wrestler. The rumor is he hated this period of his career because he hated the gimmick of being in a shitty band and dyeing his hair black instead of bleach blonde. And that's Greg the Hammer Valentine. His dad actually got paralyzed in that plane crash that Ric Flair was involved in.
Yeah. R.I.P. He didn't die, but
he didn't die.
R.I.P. to his back.
Yeah. And so how many members of the $1 Million Team is that, Ryan?
Just 4 to 5.
No, that's 3. So we have the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. We have Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah. I thought Honky Man. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. And
we have Greg the Hammer Valentine. That's 3. So what's going on here?
I thought they were the Honky Tonk Brothers.
No, they're not the Honky. They're Rhythm and Blues. Rhythm and Blues. That's the name of their tag team.
So there is 2.
Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine.
They're together.
They are Rhythm and Blues. They are together. They're an item.
If you explained that better, I would have thought they were.
I said it very clearly. You just keep interrupting. So we have those 3. And then again, on the other side, it's Dusty Rhodes, Coca Beware, Hart Foundation. So we got 4 versus 3. So what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. There's a mystery partner. We don't know who the mystery partner is going to be. Ted DiBiase has promised a very big surprise, so we don't know.
Wow.
So we're going to find out live when we watch it. And those are the participants.
Okay.
Last couple of things I'll mention. The commentary for this match, again, it is phenomenal. I am very biased because it's the first show I ever ordered. But I love it.
Okay.
It's a little bit different than what we saw before with that other commentary that you really liked, because they're both good guys, but it's still fucking great.
Okay,
I love
good.
it.
Good solid commentary.
One of the other all-time greats, another all-time great wrestler, Roddy Piper. He's one of the guys on color commentary, and I think he's really, really good in this match in particular. So look forward to that. Last thing I wanted to note before we open it up for anything else that we want to chat about, but I think we're already a little long. I wanted to mention to you, so we kind of left off in a cliffhanger last episode because I mentioned how this is the match that convinced me that pro wrestling is real.
Yeah.
Little 7-year-old Erik, he probably had his doubts. He would hear things here and there. Let me tell you about one specific thing that I remember hearing from a little kid that lived on my hill. So I'm not going to...
lived on your hill, like your block?
Yeah. We call it the hill. We lived on a big hill. So this is some little kid who lived on a hill who, if you're listening out there, Taylor K, and we haven't kept in contact, so there's no way he's going to hear this, but Taylor K, I'm not going to give your last name because I don't want to indict you as being a piece of shit. So you were a little liar kid, you tell little lies, and I don't even think you had an older brother, but maybe you did, but I'm pretty sure you made all this shit up. So I'm just saying that right now. But this little kid told me that the way to determine who wins wrestling matches was that they played cards backstage.
Oh.
And I believed it.
Interesting, that becomes a part of it. Interesting dilemma is that.
So I thought Hulk Hogan was the best cards player in the world. Legitimately.
Did they say what they played? Like it was just a card?
I don't know if they went into that level of detail. It's just blackjack, poker, whatever. But yeah, he told me oh, that's how they figure out who wins is they play cards against each other. And originally I was resistant to it, but I was like, maybe he's right. How else would
makes sense.
It kind of does make sense. Yeah. Why else would someone agree to lose? It's yeah. Mm-hmm. But this match convinced me this shit's real, and I will make a point to point that out when we get to that point in the match when we watch it. Anything else? I think we're good. All right. So Ryan's record as it stands right now as we speak is 3-6. He's on a 1-week hot streak. We're seeing if he can continue it. And we're going to continue this wondrous episode 10 of the Hard Mark Podcast, right after this commercial break. See you all in a bit. And just so you know, you're probably going to have to subscribe to the WWE Network to watch this match. So probably not on YouTube, but that's fine. We'll tell you all about it when we come back after the break. Hey everybody, it's Erik Donaldson of the Hard Mark Podcast, using the exact same equipment and layout and everything. That's why I sound exactly the same way that I do all the time whenever I record. I'm with the gentlemen from the Watchin' It podcast here today, both Donnell and Robert, and I wanted to give them an opportunity to tell you, the Hard Mark listeners, a little bit about their show. So Donnell, why don't you take it away?
Thanks so much, Erik. This is Donnell from the Watchin' It podcast. We are a weekly podcast show where we review, do a deep dive on movies and TV series, and just kind of give our thoughts about what stood out and what makes these things good or bad in some instances. Robert?
This is Robert from the Watchin' It podcast. We're going to play a clip from episode 11 of our show where we covered the 13th floor. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please check us out wherever podcasts are found. And he's a billionaire, by the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see his apartment. You see freaking Douglas' apartment. He's just one of his employees. Yeah. Douglas is living like fucking a god.
Yeah, which is why I don't understand the whole So the detective shows up, cops, lawyers, immediately.
Yeah.
This guy's a billionaire. He's got a team. He's got a lawyer next to him all the time.
Yep.
He's like, nope, he's not talking to you. You're not coming in this building. You're definitely not going in our super secret server room.
What I was about to say is the detective literally just wanders around the building, and like when he goes down into the server room, Whitney just spills the beans on, and like tells him about everything. Like, this is our super secret project where we're making a simulation where you can jack in other people's lives. Like, you're just gonna tell him everything, Whitney?
Yeah. No, that's the security for this building. This multi-billion-dollar corporation is atrocious.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, there's a scene where the front desk guy just walks away from his post and comes up to the 13th floor to tell, like, by the way, that security guard should not be able to get to that even fucking floor without a key card. Yeah. He has no reason he needs to go there. There should be another security guard or an intercom or a secretary or something. And, like, there's glass doors with a security scanner. Why even have the security scanner? You could just bash those things open to get to your $50 million computer. It's like, it's the worst.
So we just watched the Dream Team versus the $1 Million Team. What a match.
What a match.
A lot of action, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, etc. So let's discuss it. So right off the bat, I know we typically just say, Ryan, unfortunately, took an L on this one. You mentioned that you thought this was the most fair loss that you've had throughout this whole run.
I did not see it coming. I really thought I had this one towards the end. As an underdog, I thought I had it coming. They took out Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
And then The Undertaker got taken out.
Yes.
For fucking with him on the outside of the ring.
They got counted out, which was one of the 5
Which was
ways.
it. Yeah. And then it was, we got down to the one-on-one. And it just looked like he was going to take it. And
yeah, he was down 3-1 at one point in time in the match. And then it came
But that's when you gotta make your choice right there.
It's true.
Yeah.
And you made your choice.
And I did. I didn't like the way it went, but it was clean. It was part of the match. It didn't seem like too out there. It was just a great move at the end, and he got it was clean, and I take that L. And I'll sleep tonight taking that L.
Okay, absolutely. No, don't lose any sleep. You and Greta can sleep soundly. Let's talk a little bit about my notes. So my first note is the Ted DiBiase laugh. How good is that Ted DiBiase laugh?
That was in the beginning when he was. You were really excited about that.
His laugh's so good.
I could tell you were like you immediately started laughing right after.
I said from the very beginning, especially when it comes to this, every match on this pay-per-view, I cannot be impartial for.
Yeah.
It's my first. I've literally watched this pay-per-view probably over 100 times in the duration of my life.
That's a lot.
There's one match that I will frequently skip, but all the rest, fucking love. And the one that we watched today is probably one of the ones I've seen the most often.
Good match.
Just because it's so great. So Ted DiBiase's laugh was great. So we determined that the mystery partner, the one member of the $1 Million Team,
intense looking guy, just the glare. He just right in. It was almost like it wasn't cross-eyed, but it was like his eyes were so fixated, like right to the side of him.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Big fucking tie.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about your weird.
I don't. You. For some reason, you thought this is the biggest tie I've ever seen. I think anyone's ever seen. Anyone would see this and be like, "Wow, that's a glaring part of his outfit."
Right. I don't know that so many people would specifically point that out.
Are you sure?
It's a 7 foot to set the stage. It's a 7 foot.
It's a 3 foot tie, like a cross. Like it's. It is not. It's not a regular tie for a 7 foot guy. This tie is like meant to like get some attention.
It's a very wide tie, but I when you're looking at the entire package that is the Undertaker, it just struck me as odd that was the one thing. Like, look at the size of that tie.
It's fucking huge.
It was a big tie.
It was not okay.
It was a big hat. It was a big jacket.
The hat was like regular size for a 7 foot guy. Probably on a 4 foot guy, it might be big, but like. That fit him. The tie was oversized for anybody in this world. Like, you don't wear that size tie. That was to make a statement. Like, that's what I mean, I can't believe this is like. I'm surprised you didn't mention this in the notes. Like, this guy comes out, he wears a big, huge ass fucking tie. Like. I
don't know why I did. Yeah. Well, probably because he was the mystery partner. We didn't know who he was until we started watching. Yeah. Otherwise, that would have absolutely made it into my notes. Biggest tie you've ever seen.
Biggest tie I've ever seen. Sure.
I think the initial concept of the Undertaker was almost sort of like a 1800s styled Undertaker character. So it was almost like a Western type of thing. And I don't know about fashion. I'm not a fashion man, but I think that was the aesthetic they were going for.
I'm not a fashion guy either, but I can tell you that no one in the history of this world has wore a tie that wide.
Custom tailored.
Yeah.
Custom tailored for a 7-footer. So then the match gets started, I should say. Undertaker starts off. First elimination that we saw was Coco Beware at the hands of the Undertaker. What about that fucking tombstone?
Oh, was that the head down? Yeah.
So
that's still one of the things that that makes wrestling really interesting is that like, even I don't think if I practiced that move a lot, I would still be willing to do it to anybody. I feel like something would happen.
I mean, I could do it to you. I bet
you would do
% odds I do it safely.
That is the craziest. And I've seen it a couple times. Like, it's no big deal. Like, and then he just like pushes him out of the ring. Like, his neck's fine.
Sack of shit. Get it out.
Yeah.
So to be fair, technically that was different than what we've seen before.
You couldn't see it though. They hid that move very well. Like, you knew what was happening, but you couldn't see it. So
this was Undertaker's very first match in the WWF. He had been wrestling for a while, but not as the Undertaker. This was kind of the first debut of this thing. I think he was still kind of getting the head. Later, he would always make sure to face the camera when it happens, just so you get the best possible shot of it. But the difference between the normal pile driver that we've seen, so the normal pile driver, you sit, if you're the one delivering the maneuver, you sit down on your butt, right? And so your legs are out in front of you, the guy's head's in between your legs.
Yeah, okay.
This was different because he basically had the guy in a standing, I can't think of a classy way to say it, a standing 69 position. And then he just dropped to his knees and like drove the guy's head into the ground.
It's crazy. It's just such a crazy move.
Even with his back to the camera, it was a brutal fucking tombstone.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's
Coco Beware's body just crumpled.
Yeah. And that's like part of them. I mean, those types of moves are just like crazy. Like, you have to have a certain level of skill to be able to like do that on both sides.
Yeah,
and it went well.
Yeah. Is that better than the top rope Stormbreaker for you? Is that taking?
No. That's just dangerous what they're doing. No. The top rope. That's
okay.
That's my move. Yeah.
Okay. My next note is around Dusty Rhodes. When your favorite Dusty Rhodes was in the ring.
Passionate guy. Real passionate about what he does.
What makes you say that?
I mean, he was done. He was outside the ring. He was fighting the Undertaker.
That's true.
I mean, for his team, for his country. You know,
the American dream. What about that bit where he was up on the middle ropes, the second ropes, delivering elbows to Ted DiBiase? He seemed to.
Oh, is that when he flopped?
That was different.
Okay,
so there's the bit where Ted DiBiase's in the corner. He's backing away from Dusty, like no, and then Dusty
was just hitting
climbs
him
up on the ropes directly in front of him, so his junk's in Ted DiBiase's face, and they just starts raining down elbows, and the fans were all chanting 1, 2, 3.
The fans got really into it. That was
people love the 10. It's usually 10 count punches.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know.
Counting. People are counting.
This move is a wrestling move. I don't know.
You seem to like it in the moment. Maybe
it was just like, it was so much like dick in the face. Like, that was like the move. They do that a lot. It seems like
a lot of dicks in the face.
I mean, it was very, and then the elbows came. I like that the fans got into it. Aside from that, it wasn't like anything spectacular.
You know who really likes dick in the face?
Who's sticking? Who?
Tampa Bay.
Hey. I might fucking go to this thing. I think they might. I think Tampa Bay would be the city to keep this on with coronavirus running. Like, they would be the city to like, I don't give a fuck. We're getting 50,000 people in here.
WrestleMania is happening regardless. By the time this makes air, it will have already happened.
I might be there. This is
if you go, you need to rank every match that you see.
I will
in relation. So then half of the matches that we have on our list are going to be WrestleMania 36 matches.
I might just okay.
Okay, so we saw a little bit more begging. So we saw the first instance
A little
of
bit,
that.
but not bad.
Not excessive
Not bad.
amount.
No,
just,
not annoying. Like, I don't like the annoying begging. I think it's
was it the circumstances behind the beg on the last episode that you
this one or the one before?
last episode, because you were really
It was too much. It was like over the top, like begging, like, "Oh, Daddy, don't hurt me." Like this was like, "Oh, fuck, I'm in a bad position. Like, don't hurt me." Like, not like, like the other one was weird.
So you thought it made more sense in the context
Yes.
of what was happening,
Yes.
so it was more acceptable.
Absolutely. This one made a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right, that's fair. I can agree with that. The flip flop and fly. So that was the bit where Dusty's throwing the bundles and then he does like the little twirly.
Oh, that whatever that was.
The
Loved
flip flop
it.
and fly. That's what it was.
Great. He didn't really do anything after. I think he was taken out pretty quickly after that.
Yeah.
But I loved just the excitement. Like, it got me up,
Yeah. Well, that's what Dusty was so good at. He was so charismatic.
Yeah.
Everything he did got the people involved.
All right,
Again,
great.
he was in kind of the twilight of his career at this point.
That's fair. No, he's great.
Still had it.
Yeah, no,
Still had it.
definitely.
And then I guess we saw the end of the match. So we saw Bret Hart kind of fight back. He's the underdog there.
Yep.
It came down to him versus Ted DiBiase. Virgil got involved. Bret countered. What about the bit where he's playing possum, where he acts like he hurts his knee, and then Ted's all gloating.
I didn't really. It wasn't like super obvious, like that. It hurt his knee a little bit, but I didn't really notice it. And I think usually they play that stuff up more.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I mean, he did. He went right back to him. I didn't notice it at first. You kind of had to point it out.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, but that's like what wrestling seems to be, right? Like, you break your neck, and then I'm fine.
Sure.
Or like you're hit on a tree, and like, oh no, I'm not a tree. I'm down on the ground, like tackling you, or I'm in a coffin. Like it's whatever. Like that. I mean, yes, it was subtle. It was more subtle than I said, which is good. It was but I don't have much to say on it. I don't know.
Yeah. Then we had the finish, which you were surprisingly okay with. I know a lot of times you were standing for the entire last 2 minutes.
It just seemed like such an underdog story, Slumdog Millionaire kind of thing, and it did not end that way. Yeah. But I was okay with it. I think it's a completely clean, fair match.
It established Bret Hart as a credible sort of guy who can go toe to toe with just about anybody.
It was No, it was well done. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so one other thing from the match, I know that I said, so the thing that convinced me that professional wrestling was real, right after Ted DiBiase pins Bret Hart, the count to 3, Ted rolls out of the ring. The first thing Bret Hart does, he sits up. And you don't hear it, but you can visibly see him mouth the word "fuck," very clearly.
That is true, and I can confirm that.
So, to 7-year-old Erik, when he saw that, he thought, "Why would someone be so upset to go so far as to say the F word in a match, unless this was real?" So that is what convinced me. I saw Bret's reaction of saying "fuck." I was like, he said a bad word. I've never seen that on wrestling before. That convinced me this is real.
That's really raw.
It is so raw.
Yeah, and you have to respect that, as like a moment of truth.
Absolutely. So that is what convinced me that Taylor was full of shit. The whole playing cards thing was wrong. They're really out there. They're really wrestling. And may the best man win. He just got caught.
I still like the playing cards theory. So whoever the fuck Taylor is,
go fuck yourself. That's how you're going to finish that sentence? That's how I'm finishing that sentence.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That sounded good.
All right, cool. But yeah, so that is what convinced me wrestling was real. Was Bret Hart's reaction. Very visceral. And then he just looked so dejected.
He did. It was emotional. There was real emotion in that.
Because he dedicated the match to his brother. You could tell how emotional he was. So let's, I suppose, go to our rankings here. So this will be number 10 on our list of 10 matches. Maybe not number 10, but it'll be the 10th entry. Pardon me a moment.
Yeah.
So I'm giving Ryan our list.
I need to go through and mark these because I need something to spark my memory on each of these.
Sure. Well, you have your phone. You can take notes on whatever you want.
It's too long right now.
You always say that. You're always going to...
I haven't eaten any dinner yet, Eric. I'm very hungry.
I offered to make you dinner.
You did not offer to make me dinner. You're like, I'm hungry. Maybe.
Do you want me to make you dinner after this?
No.
Do you have dinner plans?
I'm
Is Greta expecting you for dinner?
Potentially.
What's that?
We don't know. Everything's up in the air right now.
I mean, do you like
Just
salmon? Do you like salmon? I'll make you salmon.
You don't have. Is it out of that? Is it out of the box? Is that you guys are getting it shipped in from that?
No, this would not be a HelloFresh.
It's not HelloFresh. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You have actual.
They're not sponsoring us. But if you're interested in sponsoring, shoot us a message. Twitter @HardMark Podcast.
They're really good. Everyone likes them.
Good.
Yeah. HelloFresh.
But no, I'll make you salmon.
No, it's fine.
I'll make a really good baked salmon.
So, okay, just next time, like I won't eat dinner and just have salmon ready.
Okay. If that's the agreement, sure. Why not?
Okay, but what I'm saying is I don't have time to like rank these right now. That was the point. Okay. But I do want to like get on here. Yes. Send me a picture of this.
Yeah.
I'll go through, look back on them. I'll take some notes. Have them next time. Okay.
You're just gonna ask me for notes.
This is higher up there for sure.
Okay, so
this is
top end.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed this match a lot.
What are we thinking? What sort of air?
I'm like
in the number one contention.
No, no, not for me. Not for me.
Okay. Well,
I understand it, but not. And so,
okay.
I really like the Kaufman match. I still really like it, but
it's way low.
Kaufman?
Kaufman. I think you said coffin.
No, Kaufman. Kaufman.
I think you said coffin. Because there was.
What is that? Is that
the graveyard match had coffins?
Did I put that number 8?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's Vampiro versus.
I'm hoping it works its way up somehow, but yes, of course.
Probably
it's going to drop tonight, but hopefully it works. I don't know if I should rate this as a clean wrestling match that was good, or like should I just rate my favorite?
Whatever criteria you want to use, I think is what you use, and that's just what you stick with. Like I
think I put it, and I might honestly have to watch the Kaufman match again to recap it. But I'm thinking I did enjoy that one so much, just like for the comedic value like it had. I want to put this number 4, but I'm thinking it could go.
Man, you really like this match.
I did.
Such a stickler. You have such a devotion to these top level matches that you just won't bump those out, huh?
Yeah, no. I mean, I think like.
So what? Let me see the list.
Yeah.
So you're thinking number 4. So we have Ospreay versus Shingo's number 1, Taz versus Bam Bam at 2, Kaufman and Hart versus Jerry Lawler.
That's what I'm debating right now. Should I put it? But I did like the Kaufman match a lot. I think I had a great. No, yeah, I'll go number.
Good. There was a lot of stalling.
It was.
But it did have Andy Kaufman doing like the windmill punch with his boxing gloves on.
I just love that about like wrestling. That's just a great way to like define what I think.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to kind of. I think probably now just because I remember it being really good, I probably put it 4.
Okay. So the match, Dream Team versus $1 Million Team, putting number 4 on our list. Beneath Andy Kaufman and Jimmy Hart versus Jerry the King Lawler. Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, I got number 4 right now.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's no right now. It's permanent forever.
It's permanent.
This is science.
Okay. No, I feel good about that.
Great.
Do I?
You tell me.
I do. Yeah.
But all right, cool. So we have our top 10 ranking. We will, of course, be posting our list on our social media channels so people can keep up if they're so inclined. So thank you very much for that, Ryan. And I guess to finish things out, so my original plan for next week, so it is going to be kind of a mystery episode. It's still going to be a mystery episode in certain respects.
We can do a mystery episode. I do want to know. I want a firm plan on when we're doing a deathmatch episode. I want a firm. Is it 11? Is it 12?
Does it need to be 11 or 12?
Is it 13?
Does it need to be 13?
I just want to know. Like
hold on.
I am very interested in a deathmatch episode.
Well, we're not going to do like a super extreme. We're going to dip our toe into death matches. We're not going super hard into death matches, just so you know. Like eventually we might, but to start, we're not. So
this is a part of wrestling that I think people need to know about. Like, this is Celebrity Deathmatch, I think really brought people into like wrestling, MTV, that whole thing. And then, like, let's discuss it. Let's comb through it.
Do you really making me commit to a number right now? Because it's ways away, but I could make a jump.
Where is it on your schedule right now?
What?
Like 32.
What constitutes? Jesus. What constitutes a death match in your mind? Like barbed wire?
I want to see like even like backyard like death match, like crazy. Like,
I don't have any backyard matches on my list.
Like Eric, you can find this stuff.
I know I can find it.
I want to discuss a death match at one point. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why people do it. I want to know who watches. I want to know, like, do you have to get into this community? Like,
so, okay. I literally, as I'm browsing through my list, which I mean, this isn't necessarily set in stone, but we're in episode 10 right now. Episode 31 is King of the Deathmatch.
Holy fucking shit. You have 31? I was almost right with my guess at 32.
You're wrong because I actually have 70. But 31 is what I have slotted as King of the Deathmatch.
That's crazy. I think the fans want to see Deathmatch sooner. I think the fans want to hear about this.
I mean, you got to come over sooner, and then maybe we will. But
you're keeping this. Okay, you know what?
We'll talk. Maybe Maybe I'll do you a solid, and I'll bump it up sooner than that. I'll try to arrange for something.
No, okay.
But as far as next episode is concerned, it is a mystery episode, but I have some. Well, it's not unfortunate. Whatever. So basically, I need to open up that package before next Friday.
Right now,
which means we might as well just open it up right now. I don't know what match we're going to choose, but
we don't know what's in that package, do you?
So there's 2 shirts in that package. One of the shirts is a little prank joke thing that I'm playing on a friend of mine. That is not relevant to this episode. The second shirt is for you. I bought it in your size. It's going to be your shirt. Whatever that shirt is for.
You don't know.
I have no idea. It's a random shirt. It was like an $8 mystery grab bag thing. So whatever that shirt is, we're going to watch. So if it's a wrestler, we're going to watch a match involving that wrestler. And if it's a death match.
Okay.
Maybe
that's fair. That's fair. Okay. So that's next episode.
That is next episode, but we're going to unwrap it right now.
Okay. I mean, it's not wrapped, so don't worry.
It's sealed.
It's not wrapped.
It's sealed.
What is
the seal's not been broken.
Okay.
Don't you ever order things from online? It says unbroken seal.
Oh, also Eric's opening it, so.
Yeah. Well, wait, are you saying you should be opening?
Just my fucking shirt.
Jesus fucking God, what a prima donna. Okay, so keep in mind, one of the shirts is mine. So don't say, oh, we're going to watch a shirt or match with such and such, because one of them's not it. That's why I didn't give it to you.
I think I like it.
Ah, damn, you only had 2 beers, 1.5 beers. I think it's open or no?
I got it.
The top's open. The top's open.
All right.
So the top one is for me.
You sure?
Yes. Yeah, I recognize it already. Top one's mine. Look, can I see it? I'm pretty sure I know what that is. The fuck? Well, if the hope was that you're going to get a shirt that necessarily wouldn't look like a wrestling shirt, I guess you're in luck.
It looks a little like a wrestling shirt.
It does, but
yeah.
I mean,
it's like a shirt you wear in 1998 to school. You know those shirts that like had like wording on them, and it was like, yeah, it's like.
So this is a Los Ingobernables shirt.
You just pick it up immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from Los Ingobernables, which is a group. Originally, they're based out of Mexico.
This is insane that you like. Did you have so
describe? Okay,
hold on, no,
I can tell you're incredulous. Describe the shirt to people. Describe what it looks like. I know you said junior high school shirt, but
I mean, like elementary school. Like, I mean, it's
okay. Easy. What does the shirt look like? Tell people.
It's LOS, but it looks like either like spray paint or blood dropping down. I don't know. Like it's
black
like
t-shirt.
It looks like the most like most like wrestling thing. Exact 5th grade shirt. That is what you wear, and that's fine. I'm just my thing. That's not my point.
It's fine if you're in Tampa Bay.
That if I go to Tampa Bay, I'm wearing it.
You pretty much have to.
Actually, if I wear it, I might go to Tampa Bay.
I mean, you might not make it out of Tampa Bay.
What was the selections like? What was the variety of shirts that could have been like in this?
Hundreds.
And so you're like telling me a story about where they originate, and like this is amazing. This is just the best thing.
You should tell my wife that, because
there was hundreds of options, and like you knew, like go on with your story. Tell me about Los.
So I'm pretty sure it's Los Ingobernables. They are a group in Mexico. They are Los Ingobernables stands for the Ungovernables. So like they're like a bad guy group. No one can touch them. Like you can't govern them. You can't control them.
Bunch of Mexicans.
They are Mexicans. Yes, they're Mexican men. But yeah, they've been around for a while. Now they actually have one group in the United States, and they have another group in Japan.
Japan's probably the more disciplined, better fighters.
The Japanese group are actually the ones that are probably the most popular worldwide. Their name is Los Ingobernables de Japón. So I'm probably going to make an executive decision, and we're going to watch one of their matches. But I got to think about it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Do what you will with this.
Yeah. And they have a number of, there's probably like 20 or so members in total.
Or you go with like an early match, right? Like just like an early, like back in the day Lowe's type of.
I mean, they haven't been around for that long. They've been around for maybe like 10 years, if that. Probably less. Probably like closer to.
All right. You know what? Do what you will with this.
I will. Los Ingobernables. Let me make a note to myself. Yeah. Mystery episode, Los Ingobernables.
What's your excitement level on what this could have been? Like 1 to 10, and then what it is?
I am pleasantly surprised about it, because I was honestly expecting that it was going to be some like indie guy that has some sort of shirt that I would have never have heard of. So the fact that it's at least a group that I'm familiar with to some degree will help. And I know that there's some matches out of Japan that we can watch involving members, which, as a matter of fact, Shingo Takagi, you remember him? He's a member of Los Ingobernables de Japón, which is the Japanese.
I'm going to wear this at dinner with Greta tonight when I walk in. So
I think you should.
And I think
you should wear it as a nightie tonight. Just Porky Pigget. Just go free balling.
You think she would cut that out?
But yeah, so that'll be next episode. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for episode 10. What a whirlwind! What a long episode that was. I hope
this keeps getting longer and long. This was it. It's 8:15. I was here at 5:30.
I mean, there's editing involved. People don't know what. Yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time.
Hours.
People don't need to know how what is that phrase? People don't need to know how the sausage is made. Jinx. So to end our illustrious episode, now that you're on such a time crunch here, you're very hungry, for Eric's wisdom tree. We always end episodes with Eric's wisdom tree.
No, because last time you're like, I'm going to say this, and then you can't respond. So what
you can respond.
You said last time you're like, I'm saying this, and I do not want any response.
Yeah, I don't have to elaborate on these.
You don't. No, you don't. But you didn't say that. Like you're like you know.
You can say whatever you want, but I don't have to respond to your response. I don't have to retort to your retort. Eric's wisdom tree. Never trust. So, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
When we first started this whole thing, I remember I gave some people a piece of wisdom. Never trust a woman with a foot tattoo.
You did.
And I stand by that. You don't have to abide by that rule, but I'm saying it's probably a good idea.
Greta has a foot tattoo.
Greta does. I'm sure cat. She's a lovely lady from what I've met.
Okay.
Not from Tampa Bay, correct?
No.
Okay, good. So I know that could probably be construed as being, misogynist, like anti-woman, etc. So I do want to even the scales a little bit. So I got one for men. Never trust a man whose ass is bigger than his shoulders.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, that's Eric's wisdom tree. That's the Hard Mark Podcast, episode 10. Ryan Murphy's in a weird fucking mood. I think he's real hungry. So we're going to end it by saying, if you're not hard, get hard.
Okay.
Can I say it in a clean way? All right. If you're okay.
No, go. Just I'm fine.
You keep saying
I'm not saying it.
Each time. Thanks. If you're not hard, get hard. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's good.
If you're not
No,
hard,
you're not.
no, I'm not done. There's a second part to it that I'm trying to say. If you're not hard, get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. Sick it sleazy, everybody. And that's
Did you
that's
get it? Did you
the
get all
end.
that?
Yeah, no, now we finally got it
So
without
good. Yeah.
interruptions. Jerry Lawler didn't have any brain because he was from where?
Florida.